Yes,
Oh,
she's
not that
she's a
great.
bit more vulnerable, but knight against
Mhm.
knight fights, you're French, your opponent is also French. You want to take back the low HP ones and you want to heal them. With Jean, you can just snipe them and then get that free XP, get that free kill. Because
And
knights have more surface area, right? Knights, you cannot hit all the knights with your Q ability if you're the melee Jean.
hmm
So if you're the archer one, you can just target one of the low HP ones, and then because you have the same units essentially,
and you can
you
keep sniping.
yeah, you can keep
Oof.
sniping.
The problem is just she's just so squishy. I feel like she's so fragile as a little archer.
Yeah,
Whenever I see archers on, I'm like, I don't know. I've watched too many reels, and it's like, "Hello, kitty. Hello, kitty, kitty." I'm just like, "Please don't die on me," and they just keep dying every single
yeah,
time. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's she dies, but the melee Jean dies to knights too. Like if a
Mm.
knight catches a Jean hunting on the board, just enjoying those wolves and everything, a knight's gonna kill her too.
Yeah. So she's not
So
immune. Hey, kitty, kitty. Yeah, even like, hey, kitty, kitty, the big one.
yeah, and
Oh,
and you don't want your Jean to be really close to the enemy knights with the melee one because if things go bad, if there are like two more knights that you didn't notice and they come into fight and you start losing the fight, you cannot go back. But with the archer Jean, you can keep your distance a bit more. I
is
feel
this
like.
is this one of those matchups where you are supposed to be the aggressor as Jean, or are we going to see French being the one being aggressive here?
I think Jean needs to be more aggressive on this matchup.
Mhm.
French, as we just said, French has
That's the economy.
slightly better economy because they're gonna produce villagers faster, and I think French can just get a tower on the gold and just keep making knights and chill. But it's very important right now. We're seeing Bella with 4 sheep already found
Mm.
and Lyralia with 0 sheep. This is a very, very, very important part of this matchup. Any French mirror, any mirror that requires you to make knights, uh, it's very food heavy. And if you have more sheep, your opponent is going to be vulnerable sooner than you, and you're gonna be able to kill those villagers with your knights. I don't know. I love French mirrors. It's actually very hard to play. I feel like it's very overwhelming because you have knights, you don't want to lose your knights. They have knights, you don't want to lose your villagers. And but there are lots of dead villagers and lots of knights, so I just love this matchup. I want to see a lot of dead villagers.
I gone sassy.
Yeah.
Whoa, dude, come on. Whoa. Well, with with French, I mean, you're expecting to have a lot of dead villagers, and honestly, I'm so happy seeing the representation from all over the world and the choices we've made from there. That we're not all just sticking to our country civilization. Otherwise, I'd be stuck with Malians as they are the closest thing to me. But I just love the fact that Bella, as a Brazilian player, is just so diverse. And I know it sounds so strange, but whenever I play a game, I feel like I'm stuck. I want to relate to my character, and an Age of Empires is just so far apart from that. And then we have these civilizations that they've created in the game that are so similar, variants of each other, and they're still so different. And just like you've explained up until now. Now, what I do want to point out, guys, is that is not a normal. Oh, I'm going to get level 2 with my Jean kind of age up. That is, I'm gonna get knights out and I'm gonna raid you, Jean.
Oof,
So,
that's 4 villagers. That's gonna be
mhm.
very fast.
Oh
That's gonna be
yes.
very, very fast.
So that's gonna mean a knight in her base. And one thing to note, both of these players have forward golds, but Bella has a little bit more forward gold. One thing that she's got going for her is her forward golds are both very close to one another, and literally has forward gold, but has one a little bit further away. The one tower, well, secures
Yeah,
that all the way past castle.
exactly. If your goal is forward, and this is the best case scenario, if your goal is forward, you want the second goal to be next to it, and you're gonna drop a tower there for sure anyway, and that's gonna give you a nice vision because it's just right in the center. And looking at the deer spawns, which is going to be very important in this matchup, Tier spawns are kind of similar. I would prefer a French Bella side. Oh, we see the age up. Are we
And the
gonna see
idol.
the knight?
Ooh, I almost got scared there. Cal was very opinionated about this earlier. He said that he would sacrifice his economy for an early scout. Oh, for a knight,
Right.
sorry. Sorry.
Knight.
I misquoted you. I'm very sorry, Cal.
Yeah, but
Oh,
Lyralia has a pretty base there. She can just secure all those golds, as just Cow just pointed that out. She can have easy walls
yeah,
on the
that's a tiny
left
wall for
side,
you.
west side
Ooh,
of the map. Yeah.
all 3 gold secured with 1 wall. That is a destruction. I feel like if that was a professional spawn, that would be a Reddit post. Wow.
Well, I don't know. I think that was a French guy also, right?
About the Reddit post?
Oh, the spawns.
Oh, okay, the spawns are. We
The
have a
French
lot of that.
guy with the spawns. We can already see, by the way, the French has 2 more villagers already. So if you're French and if you lose a villager, which is very likely going to happen here to this knight. Oh, that's a
That
good reaction time.
reaction time, girl. Oh,
That's a dead villager,
ooh.
but
That's
it's okay. That's it.
it's a
That's a good
half dead
reaction
knight.
time. Yeah. Now
Yeah.
that knight cannot fight the French, the purple knight now because it's low HP. Oh, the
The
same on the
response.
side.
And she target
What?
fires, but Lyralia does not have the same reaction speed. She cancels the tower as well.
Oh, that's huge. Because
Bella will
those
be able to
villagers.
garrison in. Oh,
Oh, okay.
dodges that.
Oh no, that's so
Oh,
sad. No, that's not what I wanted to see.
you wanted to say dead villagers, not dead
Yes, not
knights.
dead knights. I wanted them to. No, not like this.
It
That
was stuck,
that was the
stepsister.
clue. Yeah, it was stuck. I don't know
Yeah.
what happened there.
I think I see Twitch chat also saying Sag. Yeah, but the knight was probably gonna die from the tower hits there anyway. So it was quite low and it did get a little lance in the face too. So not ideal getting stuck like that, but a sacrifice was made. And now Bella's lead is starting to look quite solid. 3 villagers. Both of these players having 1 villager down. And having a tower on that gold is key here now. And we're gonna now see what Lirelia's response is. Is she gonna go for the animals on the map? Is she gonna stay aggressive? What is the
She's
answer
al
here?
she's already on berries because she only has 2 sheep left, if I'm not mistaken, on her TC. And if Bella realizes this, she's gonna go hit that berries. Yeah, she. But those are more than 5 villagers.
Only 5 villagers per tower, guys. Remember, when you're going on external sources, build the tower, but only bring 5. Otherwise, you're just gonna get raided the whole time. And now Lirelia's like, oh, I should probably do some damage here. And she's
Yes,
going for the forward gold.
she's
Oof.
going for that gold.
And
She's gonna charge
Bella
in. Yeah.
Bella's already going for spearmen as well. She knows I just have to
Oh.
defend. I'm French. I have the economy. My buildings are cheaper. My economy is better. I just need to get to late game and not let Jean get experience.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the opening was quite interesting, and right now Bella is trying to find some damage, but even this is doing a good job for her because she has the better economy, as you just said, and any idle time, you don't need to kill villagers all the time. That's one advice for all the French players out there. You guys don't need to kill villagers all the time. Idle time is as good as killing a villager sometimes, and I hope these players remembers that.
And Bella is walling, just like you taught her. Play safe, get to late game.
Yeah, it would be a
But
lot better if she had some spears or a knights with that, but she hasn't lost a villager yet. She
uh,
hasn't noticed yet. Oh, she's going for villagers
that's
herself.
why she's got full
That's
focus. Oh, and the
that's
knights
a
are cleaning
French
up in the
mirror.
base. They get another kill. 2 villagers go down in the base, maybe 3, but
Oh,
that's a dangerous game. And Bella having a lot of idle time right now. That villager lead, not that much of a lead anymore. She got an extra villager that got killed. And now these knights are still looking for damage. But Lyralia is on dangerous food sources right now. The deer far forward. You're not going to be able to just stay on those and snack all you want. There's going to be a knight and he's going to attack and snack himself, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's all about the nerves right now. Sometimes it's in a game like this, it's so easy to get lost on what's your next move, what's your strength, where you should attack, where you should defend. It's very overwhelming. It can become very overwhelming, like very fast, uh, for both players. And Bella just realized she has a lot of wood and she just wants to be safe, and she's dropping the farms. Although she has some berries. Is that wall complete on the southern side of her base? Not yet, okay.
And I see Twitch chat also asked why didn't Lyralia just wall off her gold? She did not have the units to support her to do so at that point. So when you're making a wall there, it's a very dangerous area to go to because you could get raided and lose the villagers building that. So this turns into something that is a lot more difficult to deal with.
Yeah, and do you think Lyralia is going to make archers now, or she's gonna keep making knights, or what do you think she's gonna do here?
Oof, I would love to see just more knights, honestly. I know that there's a lot of spearmen, but she is seeing her strength. She's gonna get, yeah, we see there's archers, but I would like to see those knights and I would like them to keep raiding. But yes, of course you need that archer transition against the spearmen, but those knights need to stay aggressive. I feel like the more knights she has, the more pressured she's gonna feel to have to do work. And the scout goes down.
Oh,
Lana says,
oh,
I'll take something
I'll
down with
snack
that.
on these villagers. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
the
Oh,
this
that's gonna
time
be
the purple
experience.
knight was stuck there. Oh, that's gonna be
Uh,
one dead knight.
that's a very nice chunk of experience right there. But now, Lirelia's like, oh, I should probably build one more tower just to not lose everything. But
Yeah.
Bala is sitting in an interesting situation now. She's on 1,200 food, 250 gold. Is she looking at castle? Or is she looking at making more units, just needing more wood? But I feel like that is a castle. She's looking at castle, and Lyralia is not even close. Lyralia is going for her archers and getting more knights. Oh, I'm so happy to see that. But she needs to do something with them. Jean is fighting the spearmen, not doing too much, but keeping them at bay. Oh, and the
Oh,
knights
nice
are gone.
raid on gold from Bella there. She needs to pull back those spears. Meanwhile, they're both doing a really good job. I think this is going a really good game. We see from both sides the raid attempts and small skirmishes, but these skirmishes are going to decide the outcome of this game. And right now, it really is pushing towards that gold. Bella needs to pay attention on that knight, and she pulls back in time. Oh, now those spears are gonna help a lot. Oh, no, not the knight.
Oh, and the Jean is being surrounded by those, but does she still have her heal that she can survive? Oh,
Oh, there's action all over the map
there's
right
knights
now.
everywhere. And this is why we have Cal the Chad man
Yes.
with all the visions. He's got 20 eyes and they're all looking in different directions right now.
Yeah, Bella got one more knight on the bottom left. We just saw that. And she idled Lyralia's gold for quite some time now. She lost, yes, one more villager than her, but she's following those knights. And
And
the
another
thing
one.
is, you have spears. I want to just really point this out in these situations. Yes, Lyralia made a lot of towers, right? She keeps her villagers safe, but every time she's gonna be idled there, and that delayed her archer numbers. Like she's on 8 archers, which is a healthy number right now, but it's a very messy game and it can go wrong in an instant. Like this could be a lot more archers if she had some spears back home, but now we're seeing the fight that is, I would say that was very good for Jean because
And
she's
right.
snacking on on that XP.
She is, and she's just Bella's just giving her more and more experience right now. This is looking like Bella. You see the food that's floating right now. This is telling me that
Yeah.
Bala wanted to go castle, realized, oh, I need to fight this, but um, I don't have any resources to make units with. So when you're playing French, that's the most important issue that you're going to face, balancing your economy correctly. And right now, these knights are just causing havoc in Lyralia's base, but I don't know if this is going to be enough because Bala is down on army. She's down in resources right now. She needs to find a way to spend that food.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
well,
can see that
she wants
this
to.
this destruction value is quite close, if that is correct. Okay, now the other knight died behind Lyralia's base, but the real threat, as Kao is trying to show us, is Jean is very close to being level 3, and you need a lot of spears to kill level 3 Jean, and that's not an easy job when your opponent has archers with knights with level 3 Jean.
And the problem is when you get enough units, sure you can deal with Jean, but she doesn't have that amount of units. So yeah, she's going. See, this is now a thing that I see in a lot of lower rank games. And when I talk about lower rank games, I mean diamond and under. We usually get to that point where we're like, oh, I just need to age up. But do you? Can you do anything when you age up? So Bala's going to get just enough gold to go for the age up, but she's not getting a landmark with a keep or anything. She's just going to deal with a really big army in her base right now. So she's going to age up, sure. But this is not going to be able to carry her through the next part of this game. So
Yeah.
when she ages up, there's no upgrades, there's no resources to make units. She's going to be stuck holding on by a thread to survive. And Lyralia is just going out on the map, snacking on all the food. Absolutely delicious. And yeah, we're seeing a very solid lead solidify. And we see there is my
Oh.
mom.
Okay.
I think she's watching here. Love to the mother, mother.
Yeah. Now, now she looks a bit more in control. She was waiting for level 3 Jean. Jean level 3 is coming in. That's a bit of unfortunate timing for Bella. She's gonna push, and she's gonna be pushed off the gold. This is gonna be really hard uh, defense for Bella because she sees how big that army is, right? And she needs units. I think this is her biggest mistake in this game right now, but I can understand any player in this situation getting overwhelmed, and she's missing eco upgrades as well. Those are cheap for French. I mean, both sides are missing some eco upgrades, and yeah, this is gonna be really hard defense for her.
And the thing is, if she could have kept getting the gold, she would have been fine getting crossbows. But her going for the sneaky gold might be the answer. The problem is the food is also not looking like a healthy set amount, and knights can tower dive a TC, especially when you do
Oh,
not
the
have
flank.
6,000 spearmen. Ooh. Flanking, but Jean is just upgrading then. And that she is. She's got her little men at arms out, ready to fight. Guildhall is coming through. But the sad thing is, Guildhall's not going to do anything right now. Guildhall is just going to exist. And that's why I want you guys to notice on the right screen, we do see one upgrade and one upgrade only. But against the unit composition, I'm not sure if this is going to be enough. Lyralia now needs to make that decision. Do I pull back, age up myself, which is going to take a long time, or do I just double down and end her career? And we can see that's exactly what she wants to do. Now,
Oh,
Bella.
she's
Ooh,
pulling the knights back.
oh,
That's
she's
good
pulling
news
the.
for Bella actually,
Yeah.
because Lyralia maybe she wants to be safe. Maybe she just doesn't want to throw. She sees the knight numbers, but those are castle age French knights. She has a
Oh,
lot of towers. Like a difference between a conqueror player and a diamond player would be right now to just immediately push into the French base.
mm.
But she wants to be safe, right? She just doesn't want to throw this game, which is very understandable because she knows she's ahead. But also that's a very brave attempt from Bella, and she idled a lot of economy. She's 30 economy idle right now.
That means there's no more units that's going to come out of Lyralia anytime soon. And this is exactly something Sassy mentioned. Beastie told me this recently as well. If your knights are just standing there waiting to get attacked, you might as well use them for something, right? You can't just leave them in your base. And ooh, Jean is getting
Oh,
so
John.
surrounded. With
Oh,
those
John's
spearmen
surrounded.
impaling
Oh,
that woman. She
healing.
is going down.
And oh,
Now she needs to pull
but the
back.
army
But
from French is also dead,
she needs to
and
pull back.
that's a lot of spears and archers.
But look at those knights just keeping the other knights busy. Lyralia is regaining her economy. She is not making a lot more units, but she has enough to live. And now that TC either needs to be equipped with a machine gun or this is going to be GG. Those rams are not slowing down. But as we know, if those are 3 rams, they kill. But today, 2 was enough yet again. God damn it.